Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not have a good sleep last night? Are you the subject of night terrors?
Ooh-wee.
Or maybe it's not you, maybe it's your children. Maybe your kids are having night terrors, which of course means guess who's getting up to look after that? If you are, we can help because night terrors are the result of a past experience where one of these little buggers, aka trapped emotions, got trapped. And that's what's causing your night terrors. Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Michael Losier. I'm a certified emotion code practitioner. John and I are here every Saturday, 9 o'clock Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. The purpose of this show is we can educate you and teach you about how the emotion code is the root of many, many problems. Each week we have a specific subject, and we present the 7 keys to the emotion code process, and then we do live. They're not even demos because they're live. A demo is to show you. We actually do one.
Yep.
And today we're going to be looking for 2 people, you or your children, that have night
Night
terrors.
terrors.
We want to help you live. Good morning, John. Inverarity.
Good morning, Michael. Good morning, everyone watching and listening. Yes, my name is John Inverarity, certified emotion code and certified body code practitioner. Yeah, great to be here. Episode 40, helping people with night terrors. Last couple weeks ago, we helped people with anxiety. We've done chronic pain. We've done just a list of a whole bunch of things. Yeah. So we're on episode 40 now. That's really exciting.
It is. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
You know, it was interesting. I'm preparing to do an emotion code session on a Skype call with a group of 50 people. So
Yeah.
I
Wow.
had this handout before, and it was showing all, these are Dr. Brad from his book. These are all the areas.
Yeah.
And you know what? I have done every one of those, plus more. I mean, there's things that are not even on the chart in the book, not the chart, but in the list on the book that I have been helping people with. The list goes on and on and on. So, hey, if you live on beautiful Vancouver Island, I'm going to be in Duncan, BC. It's a little village halfway up this beautiful island. And I think we're going to do 2 in one day. And I believe it is on March 31st on a Saturday. So give me a shout out. You
Yeah.
can actually email me at michael at removetrappedemotions.com and say, hey, I want to come to Duncan, BC. And I'm going to be doing 2 live emotion code presentations. So I'm excited about that. I know you're experiencing the same thing, John. You know, people will say, will the emotion code help with this? Well, the answer is like, well, let's try. And
Yeah.
it does. I mean, I haven't come up across anything that I don't think people have asked me where I said, I don't think so. Because, well, I don't know for starters.
Yeah.
I have to ask. We have to ask that question.
Worth a try.
Yeah, so we're looking forward today. Again, we're on episode number 40. We're soon to be 1 year doing this almost every Saturday. And you can go to hangoutwithmichael.com/bros and you can look at previous episodes. We also have a YouTube channel where you can check out all the shows. If you're an emotion code practitioner, and let's say, for example, you bought the Dr. Bradley program, you're in the middle of the program or finished the program, and you haven't done anything. Oh, I know you're there. I know you're out there. You know why I know? Because I've had 3 emotion code practitioners hire me this week that have bought the emotion code certification program. They have watched all the videos and they haven't done anything. So now they're coming to me for mentoring. So
Yeah.
if you're an emotion code practitioner, you bought the system already, that's the criteria. You don't know where to get started, or you already got started and you're stuck, or you're done and you haven't done anything, including worked on anybody or don't understand the process, I promise you I can help. And I can expedite your success in being an emotion code practitioner. I can expedite your success in making money with the emotion code and help you build your business.
Yep.
Oh, you want to be in on the action?
Yep.
Well, send me an email, michael at removetrappedemotions.com, and we'll set up a private little call and I'll find out what your challenges are. And I'll make a commitment and a promise how I can get you up and running and successful as an emotion code practitioner. Now, John, I know that you have a package for our business friends. Why don't you tell them what that is, please?
Yeah, absolutely. So I go through like 50 or 60 different areas of business for people with their own business, entrepreneurs. and clear these things that are making them stuck or preventing them from attracting clients. And it's been really beneficial. I was actually working on my wife Pam last week. She was sitting there at work with no clients for the rest of the day, twiddling her thumbs. So I'm just like, okay, well, let's try it out. So I went and cleared a few things in the business program, and within an hour, she had 4 people book in with her. So her afternoon filled up, and then she had an opportunity. We worked on opportunities as well. So someone came in, a pharmacist came in to her clinic. She's a naturopathic physician, and did a Facebook Live and like promoted her because she's new in the neighborhood where she is.
Oh,
So it's just
really?
like all these things just
Yeah.
blew up in a good way. So yeah, she
Yeah.
was really made a difference in an hour. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, I like the word opportunity because now you're not telling both the subconscious mind or law of attraction what that means. She wouldn't have said, you know what I'd like? I'd like a pharmacist to come in and do a Facebook Live. You wouldn't have thought of that.
No.
So, both in your business program and with law of attraction, we talk about opportunity. We don't even know what they are.
No.
Let the universe, let the subconscious mind figure out what the opportunity is. So,
Yeah.
I've also, I really kicked my weight loss in the last probably 25 days, and I've done something new. So I asked my subconscious mind what my daily average calorie intake was, and it was high. Note to self, if you're having a really high calorie count and you're still eating good food, it's still lots of calories. Okay, so I muscle tested, remember subconscious mind. Oh boy, it can do the math all right. So I said, what's my average calorie count? So I found out. I'm going to tell you, it was 4,100 calories. And I'm eating good food, but 4,100 calories of lettuce and salad and tuna and chicken breast is 4,100 calories. So I asked my subconscious mind, given my level of exercise and my age and my body, what would be the optimal calorie count that would help me reduce weight to get to my goal? I said, is it 4,100? Is it 4? Is it blah, blah, blah? And I got to 2,800, and it said 2,800. And I thought, oh, so I didn't have to go to a chart, that chart that you see if you're a male, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm different. So now my new calorie count is 2,800. So I said to my subconscious mind, I know people are writing this down.
Yeah.
I said to my subconscious mind, what is causing me to go beyond 2,800 calories? And I found the buggers.
Did you?
Oh, yeah, they were prenatal. It was in my mother's womb. Let's blame the mother.
Yeah.
So I got all these trapped emotions, about 30 of them on the chart that I picked up while I was in my mother's womb that contributed to me having over 2,800 calories. And I've lost 21 pounds in 20 days.
Say what?
Yeah, I know, 21 pounds in 20 days. Well, look, I'm
Pound
stunning.
a day. That's great.
I know, I'm very excited.
Good for you.
Okay, enough about me. Let's talk about our friends out in the live room. And we're going to get started shortly. John, can you remind people who we're looking for today, please?
Night terrors. So we're looking for 2 people that have night terrors, nightmares, waking up every night or, a couple times a week and are just freaking out at night. So maybe you or maybe your child, we can work on your child through you with your permission. So say yes in the comments if this is you or your child has night terrors, and
That's right.
We'll pick you up 2 people to clear some of these live today. Help
Yeah,
you
or
out.
your children, too. Remember, it could be the children. Good.
Yep.
Well, if you check out in the room, John, Susan Arthur has given you an update. Remember a few weeks ago you worked on her son, Finn.
Yeah.
And his pattern was Sunday nights, he was having anxiety trying to sleep. So if you can find Susan and give us an update from Susan, please.
Absolutely, too. I see an update from Laura Hill, who you worked on, but this is Susan's update here. Well, update. Finn has slept well since John worked on him a couple weeks ago. He said he had more energy while at school, too. Truly in your debt. Great. Thank you, Susan. So it worked for little Finn.
Aw, little
And
Finn.
yeah, that's great. And Laura Hill, I'll read her comment as
Yeah,
well.
can you
Her
find it? I
update.
can't find it. Go ahead.
Yeah, so she says, I know you totally believe this, but it's been a huge relief to me that my world has started to turn around since my emotion code session with you, Michael. Thank you so much.
Oh, great news. Great news from Susan, son Finn, and from our friend Laura Hill. That's great.
Yeah.
Who else is saying hello, John?
Brooke Barlow is watching. Hey, Brooke. And we have Misty Anderson here. Hey, Misty.
Hey,
Misty
Misty.
says, hey, bros.
Our friend Natasha Paula Samuel from the UK, she's saying hello, enjoying seeing the Emotion Code live. Looking forward to an amazing show. Thank you, Natasha Paula Samuel. Who else? Yeah, Barbara Rowling. Wow, that is good. She must be referring to the success you've had with Finn and my success.
Something.
Good.
Or
Who
Pam.
else?
Lots of success. Everything's all good. Maria Laroni says, hi, Michael and John.
Maria Laroni. Hey, Maria, good morning.
Yeah. Amelia Bell says, good morning, Emotion Code Bros.
Hey, Permelia. My friend Barb Ashcroft, she's saying, and Duncan, really? Yeah, it's a little fishing village. Well, I'm not sure so much it's a fishing village, but it is a little village on the island. Yes, Barb, you got to come to see me. Bring your friends. March 31st, I think it's going to be in the afternoon. I think we're going to go to 2, and it's at the health food store in Duncan. I think there's only one. I wish I knew the name. I could give them a shout out, but we'll get more information as I'm doing it with my friend Helena. So Barb Ashcroft, we'll see you in Duncan, hopefully.
Good.
Corrine Beach Murray, she's giving us a good morning.
Hey, Corrine, yeah. Oh, here's a good one. Stephanie Savage Midkiff from Phoenix. Triple name. Hey, Stephanie.
Yeah. Stephanie, he's mocking me because I love a triple name. Love a triple name. And we have Joade from the UK. Bognor Regis, UK. Hey, good morning, Joade.
Hey,
nice to have you.
Good morning.
Okay,
Yeah.
John, I think what we're going to do, we are going to come back and check this out. Oh, PJ Rafe from San Francisco. Good morning to her.
Oh, I see Rajesh too. Shout out Rajesh.
Oh, I
Always
didn't
watching.
see
Yeah.
Rajesh. Hey, yeah. If we didn't hear your name, by the way, that's because the screen refreshes differently. Jim Inverarity. Yes, they're related.
Yep.
Father Jim. Father Jim's in the house.
Yep.
Okay, so today, John, we are representing the emotion code work, and it's the work of the lovely and talented, cue the book, please,
Dr. Bradley Nelson.
Dr. Bradley Nelson. If you've been watching the 40 shows, we are deeply indebted to the generosity and training that we received from Dr. Bradley Nelson to become certified emotion code practitioners. And you, my friends, have benefited from that in many, many ways. What a world-changing experience for us to be able to do this work and have so much fun every Saturday doing this. I remember the first time we did it, we said, hey, do you want to do something on Saturday? And we did it, and it's like, we thought, really, Saturdays? I don't know.
Yeah.
And now we're on like 40 Saturdays. And I think we've only missed a couple for vacations, or I was at a trade show a couple of weeks ago or something like that. But
yeah.
it's my highlight. Well, I have two highlights. One was yesterday at the Hangout with Michael show, and then today. So these are I revolve my business around these two. My weekends are my work weekdays, my work days. So today we're going to do two things. We're going to give you the 7 keys to the emotion code process so you can understand how all of this works. And I know that you know that if you've been watching previous episodes, you could do it for us. But this is for the new people that joined us. I promise it'll only take 4 or 5 minutes. And as we recite it every time, my hunch is you're having a better understanding of how this works. So it feels more friendly and more encourageable for you to have an emotion code session with John or I. After that, we're still looking for 2 people that have night terrors or their children. John and I will, after we show the keys, we're going to tell you what we need from you. Well, tell them what we need from them so we don't have to ask again. So if you or your children are having night terrors, John, what do we need for them to help them?
Yeah, we need written permission here from mom or a guardian. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. And the severity too. How severe is it on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 being every night, or twice a night, or 3 times a night. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. I don't see anybody out there. Corrine Beach Murray, hashtag blame your mother. I'll have to do a shout out to my mom because she's in a senior home and sometimes she has leg pains. And one time my sister goes to visit her in the senior home and it was my mom's birthday and she didn't want to go down to the kitchen or the They have that racetrack. We call it the racetrack where they just walk around.
Yeah.
So in the very center, they were having a birthday party, and she didn't want to go. And Diane says, Mom doesn't want to go to her birthday party. She's in a lot of pain, and she's on the bed. And my mother never complains, ever. Even when I grew up, I never heard my parents ever complain about anything. So she was just rubbing her leg and didn't want to go. So my sister calls me on Skype on the phone, and she said, hey, can you help Mom with her leg? So I did an emotion, and my mother's fascinated watching me do the emotion code. Well, first she thinks I'm on a video. She doesn't really get it that it's a live phone. So I'm doing the emotion code process, and I'm fixing her leg. Halfway through, she jumps up at a bed, and she said, come on, let's go.
We're going to the
Meanwhile,
party.
the two healthcare workers or the senior home care workers are in the room watching this miracle of my mother jumping up from her chair, ready to go have some birthday cake. And they're like, WT is going on here.
OMG.
Anyway, I love the story. Thanks to Diane for reaching out and
Yeah.
getting me to help my mom when I can.
Yeah.
Oh, my mother also had severe brain damage, and I worked on her probably every day for just her subconscious mind only let me do a little bit.
Yeah.
And her voice was broken up. She used to speak French and English. She lost all of her English and only spoke French, and now she's in English. It was just got really, really complicated. And now she's just almost perfect. Her English, her understanding, and everything. So,
No way. Wow.
again, I would have never known that could have been done, but you have to ask, right?
Yeah.
So I get brain damage. Is that caused by trapped emotions? Oh, it is. What's the percentage? Oh, can I fix it? Yes. And I did it over and over again. Anyway, enough about me.
Hey, that's about your mom.
John, let's go back to you. What do you think of me?
Yeah.
John, can you tell people two specific distinctions that Dr. Bradley talks about before we do the 7 keys?
Absolutely.
Go ahead, please.
Talk about the supercomputer that is the subconscious mind. So, distinction number 1, subconscious mind. Yeah. So it remembers everything. It's like Google, right? It just knows everything. You need something, you can just go talk to the subconscious mind.
Yeah, we can access it. You can access
can
your subconscious.
access it,
It
yeah.
stores everything. Everything you touched and tasted and smelled and heard and learned and read. But there is a criteria to asking your subconscious mind something. John, say it when you know it.
Yeah, you have to ask it a yes or no question. So you can't just
Oh.
be like, hey, what's my favorite color? Who's my favorite color? Blue. Yes or no?
Good. That's one distinction. We use the subconscious mind that stores everything. What's the other thing?
That would be unprocessed negative emotion. So those things. We call them like a trapped emotion, right?
And where do they
Little
come
ball
from?
of energy, but the size of your fist, maybe a little bit larger, and they're unique. So there's 60 of them, and so it's inside your body, rattling around, interfering with all that is good, interfering with that flow of energy, interfering with the tissues, creating pain, the way that you think, your perception in life, and so yeah, that is an unprocessed emotion from a past negative event.
Yes. I was trying to explain this to someone that didn't get it, and I said, well, do you know how people talk about they carry their stress on their back? He said, oh, yeah, I know about that. I said, well, it's more than just stress. There's 60 possible things that you can be carrying in your body or in your back. And that was a great introduction to that.
Yeah.
John, what is the first key to the emotion code process, please?
What's the chart? So right behind you, this is what the chart looks like up close. So 2 columns and 6 rows, totaling 60 trapped emotions. Emotion code chart.
And remember, John said earlier that we can, these trapped emotions, your subconscious mind that knows everything, knows the exact trapped emotion that's causing your neck pain, your sinus congestions, your constipation, your night terrors, your ringing in the ears, your eye strain, your itchy this, itchy that, your tingling legs, your neck pain, back pain, whatever. It knows, right? And remember, we said, well, then tell us. Well, it can't tell us. We have to ask it. And we want to say, well, subconscious mind, you big smarty pants, if you know the reason why I'm having the back pain, which one of these is it? So we can ask our subconscious mind which one it is. And we want to get an answer, a real sure answer. We don't want a little wishy-washy whisper or an intuitive hit. We use
muscle testing. So it's a form of kinesiology. So that's the way that we communicate with the subconscious mind. So we're using muscle testing. Some people do the sway test. We don't. We use our hands. And
Don't make fun of the sway testers.
It's a great way to start. And sometimes I do it as well, just for fun, just to see if I still got it.
Yeah, muscle testing is, my form is here. It's like, I use the muscles in my finger and say, you know what, when I'm scanning the chart, when I find the right one, lock it in and let it go if it's a
no.
If it's a no. So am I Michael? Yes. Am I John? No, it slips through.
Right.
So we use muscle testing when we do that on ourselves, but we want to do it for you and with you, for you. And in order to be able to do it for you, well, you know the expression, we're all connected by a little tiny thread. Guess what? That allows us to become
your proxy. So act on your behalf. So yeah, that cord, that thread connecting us with intention, we connect to you by distance to become your proxy.
And before we work with you, we want to know
the severity on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah. And then once we find out the severity, we're going to become your proxy. We're going to ask your subconscious mind. Before we can do it, we need to know.
Well, we need to have your permission.
That's right.
You just say yes.
Once we get your permission, we use muscle testing. We read the chart. We find out what it is. And when we find the little bugger, John?
We use magnets to clear them. So magnets help amplify our intention to clear the trapped emotion a couple times over the head, which is the governing meridian. So our thoughts amplified by the magnet governing meridian. Poof,
and
gone.
All this can work.
Well, you need water. You need a lot of water. Hydrated practitioner. So we both have a glass of water beside us at all times when we're working with people and right now. And it just helps with the muscle testing, the flow of energy, and everything. And that is the 7 keys. Wow, you explain it so well, Michael.
Thank you. A shout out to all our podcast listeners. We are really building up a great base of podcast listeners. Shout out to you. Hey, Barbara Rowing has a cute question. Did John Inverarity get Jim Inverarity into BC in motion code, or was it the other way around? John, what's the story there, please?
This story is, I went through a really, really tough time first and was off work for a really long time due to my physical pain. And that led to just a lot of feeling down and low and depression. So I got into it first. And then my dad was like, okay, so what are you doing here? Check this out. So he grabbed the chart, learned how to muscle test, and obviously once you find out about this, you have to get into it. And so then, he got certified in the emotion code and body code.
We've had him on the show a couple times. He's been a great guest. Yeah, we love Jim Inverarity. Yeah. Hey, my friend Maria Laroni is saying, killed my donut addiction. Hashtag not so sorry.
Bye.
I killed her donut addiction thanks to an emotion code session with Michael, probably under a minute. Hashtag killing donuts everywhere.
Okay, Laura Hill loves the podcast. That's great.
Susan Arthur saying it's Mother's Day in the UK tomorrow. Can't blame Mom. No, we can't.
Not tomorrow anyways.
Mom didn't do anything. She just happened to be picking up that trapped emotion that carried it on to us in some cases. Helena J saying good morning.
Good morning, Helena J. Angela Sue Klinenberg. Hey there. She says, hey, from sunny central Georgia. We're excited to learn more on night terrors. Well, we're looking for 2 people still.
Yeah,
otherwise, I'm going to tell my story, and it's a really long story, and Mike won't like that. So please volunteer.
Michael won't like that. Okay, I'm scanning here. We've got a number of people watching. We've got a lot of people watching. Well, maybe we chose a subject that doesn't need to be chosen.
Well, that's going to happen from time to time, right?
No, it's never happened, ever. Not time to time.
Really?
Don't put that seed out there.
Okay.
Don't be loving. Laura Hill listens to the podcast, she said, so we love that.
I've worked on a lot of kids with night terrors.
I have two people.
And that's why we're doing it. We see success in the people that we help, and we bring it to the Bro Show.
Barbara Rowan's going to use Michael's questions for my weight loss session when I do my next session.
That's
good
great.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, the subconscious mind's a calculator. It can calculate percentages and discounts and, what is the percentage I should be doing this? And
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Jim's giving John a shout out. Jim saying, I owe John big time for introducing me to the emotion code and the body code. Now, we had Jim on for the pet show. Remember the pet show?
Yeah, Buddha.
Yeah, Jim helped a pet that was scratching its stomach, a dog scratching its stomach and bleeding, and after a live session and then a follow-up session, hashtag scratch no more. Well, good. You know what? If we helped you on the show here, we'd love to read your testimonial. What did we help you with in the past? Or give us a subject for a future show. John, while I'm saying that, why don't you cue future show subjects?
Wow, what a segue. So next week, it's number 41, brain fog, which is very common for people, just feeling like their head's in a cloud, or creative blocks as well. So blocks to maybe writing a book or music or creating
Writing
anything new in life.
articles or working on your website or trying to design, decorate your home or whatever, just anything to do with creativity.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's 41. And 42 would be repetitive rituals. Repetitive rituals. Repetitive rituals. What do you think about that?
What?
That'll be fun.
What?
That'll be fun.
What?
That'll be fun.
Yeah, so repetitive rituals. That's also caused by these little buggers. So we'd love to help you with that.
Yeah.
Good. So we got repetitive rituals coming up. We have brain fog, creativity blocks. What else?
Ooh, your favorite. One of your favorites. Number 43 is Easter candy. Hey,
well,
Easter
it's not
candy.
that Easter candy is my favorite, John, please.
But you're going to kill it, like that
we're
donut.
Kill. Remember our friend Charity West? She joined us for the Halloween candy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we get rid of Halloween candy. I also helped another, Cindy. She was addicted to the candy corn.
Mm.
You should buy it by the big bag.
Bye-bye.
The big bag.
Yeah, we've done a lot of food.
Corn.
Yeah.
So, it's interesting because there's triggers when it comes to Easter, right? It was family related. It was, Easter, you'd wake up and your parents would love you and give you a 1-pound chocolate Easter bunny and you'd take it to bed with you and you'd get chocolate all over the pillow. No, not me, but some kids. Really, who can get away with permission to eat a 1-pound piece of chocolate? Who invented that habit? So it's got a lot of emotion attached to it. And that's why when you see the chocolate Easter bunny or the Cadbury cream, like 5 of those hit the spot, those Cadbury cream eggs. So when you see, there's all those triggers. John and I we are going to identify what trapped emotion is causing that, and we're going to zap it out with a magnet. Any kind of magnet, but these ones, yeah.
So we have some updates on how Emotion Code has helped people here.
Great. Read them out. And by the way, if you have a question about the Emotion Code, are you thinking about you have something, I wonder if the Emotion Code could help? Because today is turned into Q&A day.
Let's do Q&A day.
We're doing Q&A day. Go ahead. Q&A. We've got the Q&A and U day. Q, question, answer, and update days.
Beauty.
Okay, John, you must see them on your screen. I don't see them on mine. Go ahead if you see them.
I do, absolutely. Corrine Beach Murray says, Michael helped me by removing emotions related to clutter. I'm now working on becoming clutter-free Corine.
Clutter-free Corine.
Oh, we love that. Thanks, Corine.
Anthony Pinelli has given us 3 happy faces, 4 money bags, and an open face smiley. And he says we're looking great. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony. Well, you can come around here anytime. You're welcome.
That's right. You are welcome.
Yeah.
Compliments, move to the front of the line.
Yeah. Helena says, John helped me with blocks about making and appearing in videos. That block is all gone. I have been making and posting a lot of videos lately.
That's right.
And she also says, Michael has helped me so much. No more hot chocolate, Hawkins cheesies, and the famous stinky smell in my house that only I could smell. Stinky.
Yeah, that was interesting. And I remember that very well, Helena, because she said, you know what, sometimes I go in my house and I can smell something and nobody else can smell it. Well, the Emotion Code helped with that. Well, I don't know. So I connected with her in the middle of a seminar and I asked, I said, is this Emotion Code related? It said it was.
Yeah.
I'd be remiss, John, if I didn't let people know about a seminar that I'm doing in Victoria. It is a law of attraction seminar, full day of me understanding and learning the law of attraction process. You can go to lawofattractionvictoria.com and $129 will get you a good seat and a workbook and then you'll master the 3-step process for law of attraction. Again, that's here in beautiful Victoria, BC. You need to pre-register because everybody's getting a workbook and a free gift. I need to know you're coming before you come. So it's lawofattractionvictoria.com. Bring a friend, get a good seat.
Nice.
Bring your selfie stick.
Janice Pritchard says, good morning.
Hey, Janice, welcome to the show today. Welcome to our Q&A and update show. Helene is coming.
Nice.
Helene is coming to the Law of Attraction Victoria seminar. This is good. Yes, Susan's saying, where is Sylvia Bellini? I don't know. It's probably the first time she hasn't been here.
Yeah. Are we live right now? Is this working? Are we on?
No. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, did I miss?
Yeah. It's 32 minutes into the show. You missed 32 minutes worth.
Oh, Laura Hill says, I had the same horrible night terrors as a child. Were from the womb. They stopped me. They stopped by the time I was about 10, but I still remember them vividly. I still get night terrors when I'm stressed out. Dressed out. That's
Stressed out.
Stress. Right there. Awesome.
Susan Arthur has brain fog. We're starting to wind down, by the way. That's why. So Barbara Rowan, how about nail biting? Well, I'm going to tell you a little story about nail biting. I was a chronic nail biter. So was my dad. All the men in my family were nail biters. And I chewed my nails probably till I was 52 years old. Yeah, I know. I said 52. I'm way older than that, but you probably thought, did he mean 25? No, I meant 52.
That's what I was thinking.
And I did it on my own over and over and over again, and it would be okay for a couple of days. And then I said to John one day, I said, John, can you help me with nail biting? And he found the little buggers.
Ooh.
And I haven't chewed my nails since. Matter of fact, I've had to learn how to look after my fingernails. It wasn't those. It was in the womb. I had prenatal trapped emotions. So my hunch was that my father was chewing his fingernails like crazy while my mother was pregnant, and I picked up on that chewing. My father used to twist his hand to chew his fingernails. So,
Oh, wow.
but I had done all the regular hidden trapped emotions and regular trapped emotions, and I get rid of it. But when John found the hidden trapped or the prenatal trapped emotions, hashtag biting no more. So Barbara Rowing, why don't you ask specifically if you have prenatal trapped emotions that are contributing to you being a nail biter. And also say biting the skin, not just the nail, because sometimes it's the skin around that.
Yeah.
So, John, I think we did a good job today. We were here. Laura Hill saying, is it worth me trying to talk to my mother about prenatal blocks, or just let it go? I know something bad happened while she was pregnant with me, but I don't know what it was. Well, I would just say let it go because, spending more time trying to figure out keeps you in the energy of what it was. And unless it's affecting her life, but, it's like I would never go back to my mother and say, I'm fat because when I was in your stomach. Like, that's not very nice. It's not a nice son. Or I'm a nail biter because my dad was biting his fingernails while talking to my mother. Well, whatever. I don't even know the story about that. But, yeah, I would just leave it. I just let it go.
Let it go.
Sometimes, and that's typical, right? We do a session with somebody, they want to figure out, wow, something happened when I was 21. I don't remember what that was. And you don't really need to remember. And, we got rid of the association with it. So,
Well, the thing is, though, about that, if you did know what it was, you wouldn't have the hip pain, right? That's why we're here doing this, because you don't know what it was. That's what the hang up is, right? You blocked it. Consciously, you don't know. It's your subconscious that does. But some people do know. They'll be like, oh, yeah, early 30s. That was rough.
Brenda's making a note here. She said, Michael helped me at the helped me with hip pain at the expo last weekend. Now, the irony was it was a real estate trade show, and I had an exhibit, and Brenda had an exhibit, and I was walking around, and she said, Michael Losier, and I went over and I talked to her. And while I was talking to her, she was lifting her right leg, like as if to give relief to her hip. Well, you don't have to lift your right leg in front of me more than once. I said, oh, what's wrong with your right leg? She said, oh, my hip's been sore forever, and it's really bothering me today. I said, come up to my booth. Yeah. And I brought this chart they're representing law of attraction, right? And she come up to the booth. I had it in my back pocket.
Well, yeah. Hey, check out my magnets.
And I did, and I removed her pain within minutes that she had for over a year, I'm sure. And then she's lifting up her leg and squatting and twisting and cannot duplicate it. And then I saw her 4 days later for coffee, and it still was, when I say still, of course it's gone. So that was a serendipitous moment, Brenda.
That's great.
Joad is saying, always grateful to you for all the great work you are doing. Well, thank you.
Grateful we are too. Me as well.
Good stuff.
John,
remind us what next week's show is. And
next week.
I'm going to, while you're, go ahead, and then I'm going to tell people about my mentorship for Emotion Code Practitioners, and then you can tell people about your business program.
Yeah, absolutely. Next week is brain fog or creative blocks. So that's number 41. So if you have brain fog, come join us, volunteer, and we'd love to help you.
Yeah, brain fog, creativity blocks, got to write articles, got to write text for your website, all of that stuff that just generates the Now, I'm doing a special shout out to Emotion Code practitioners that have purchased and or not started or finished Dr. Brad's Certified Emotion Code Practitioner program, and you are stuck. You're confused, you don't know where to get started. So I'm offering a six 30-minute package with a promise, and we'll decide what the promise is, what your outcome that you want. I worked with one guy that had finished all of the training and couldn't muscle test. I mean, that's a challenge. So within 15 minutes, I taught him how to muscle test the way I do, and he was so pleased, and we did stuff. So he's going to be up and running. That was just in the first half hour. So all these blocks. And actually, when you buy the program, you only have 6 months. He was running out of 6 months. I think he ran out and asked for an extension. Then I worked with somebody else that had finished it all, been doing emotion code work on themselves for a couple years, and just wasn't getting the whole system down. And so whatever, and then I'm working with somebody else as a body code, emotion code practitioner that doesn't have any clients. I'm helping her brand herself and how to target her specific audience, and I'm going to be supporting her through the emotion code group. So you can be anywhere in the program as long as you've paid for Dr. Brad's Certified Emotion Code Practitioner program. Could be your next step to help you get up and running and building a business doing this. Wow. You can email me at michael@releasetrappedemotions.com, and we could work as early as today.
At removetrappedemotions.com.
What did I say?
Release.
Oh, yeah, removetrappedemotions.com. I can't see it myself. Thank you, John.
Yeah.
Release, no, is it remove?
It's remove.
Okay, it's removetrappedemotions.com. Yeah, that's what it is. So, John, remind us about your business program, John.
Yeah, I'm helping business owners, entrepreneurs, practitioners grow their business as well, and clearing imbalances and with the body code that are preventing them from attracting clients or creating that stagnation or lack of motivation, or preventing them from following up with people as well. And I do a little bit of money sealing too, which is fun to blow that open. I have posted the link to my my abundance blocks program in the comments here, and yeah, I've been helping a lot of people lately with this.
Yeah, and what's interesting is that everybody has a ceiling. Even with weight loss, we have a ceiling. We get so far, and then that's it. So the same thing with ceiling. People have a revenue generating ceiling, and they have a weight loss ceiling. And so we need to we find out what are these trapped emotions that are blocking you from going beyond that. You've been making that much money every month, and you're thinking, why can't I get any farther?
It is. It's a real thing.
Here. We can help with that. Charity West is in the house too. So hello, good morning, Charity West, our Halloween candy friend.
Hey, Charity.
Okay, John, I think that's it. John and I are going to go out after the show today and read your comments. If you have any particular questions, email me if you want me to help you build your business and master the emotion code process as a practitioner. And we will see you next week. And next week we're doing brain fog, creativity blocks. And
thanks, everyone.
We want you to say that's me. So let us know now that we're going to have something to do next week. This was fun, but I've drinking lots of water in preparation for today. I got the magnets out. I got the big chart out. So maybe next week somebody will come forward. That was fun. Okay, John, let's say goodbye to our friends.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.